You should listen to the rules of the school.
It's back to remote learning for several Douglas County schools. Outbreaks put the idea of in-person learning on hold.
It's very impactful how people wear their masks around me.
As new pictures emerge of kids not following mask guidance, either not wearing one or wearing a mask incorrectly.
Just show that they just don't care about other people.
And tonight, students express frustration as health leaders push for compliance.
A fourth and hopefully final wave. The governor says the end is in sight, but we can't ease up now as hospitalizations start to increase. And standing up for sexual assault survivors. Students walk out of class today to send a message.
One week from today, the state will hand over control of COVID-19 restrictions to local municipalities, but that doesn't mean restrictions disappear.
The governor said today we are officially in a fourth wave as case numbers climb among Coloradans under the age of 50, an age group that is not fully vaccinated yet. And the good news is Colorado's most vulnerable group is protected.
And with about 500,000 doses of the vaccine being sent to Colorado each week, the governor is hopeful we can get out of this in the coming weeks, maybe months. Now, we have live team coverage for you tonight. Our Jessica Porter has more on the governor's message from today.
But first, 4 Douglas County schools nix in-person learning because of COVID outbreaks. And new pictures are showing a lack of mask wearing inside schools. Denver7's Russell Haythorne kicks off our coverage.
Yeah, health professionals like those here at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children say, look, even though it's getting nice out, even though more and more people are getting vaccinated, middle school and high school kids in particular need to remain vigilant. Dozens of photos from a source close to the Douglas County School District show students at Ponderosa High with masks below their chins and below their noses, and outside the school, students confirming what we see here.
I have noticed that kids especially like to wear it underneath their noses because they just kind of see it as a political kind of view.
I don't think it really bothers anybody wearing the masks. I mean, sometimes maybe it gets hard to breathe. You should listen to the rules of the school.
Just 20 minutes after we left Ponderosa's parking lot, Principal Tim Ottman emailing students and parents saying, I know a number of students are experiencing mask fatigue as it is extremely difficult to wear a mask all day. However, I'm asking that all students follow proper mask protocol. If everyone wears their mask properly, we can significantly reduce the chance of having to pivot to remote learning. At least 3 Douglas County schools, Rocky Heights Middle School, Mountain Vista High School, and Castleview High, were recently switched to remote learning because of a spike in COVID cases. Denver Public Schools and a few other metro area districts have experienced similar spikes.
The hard thing with middle school and high school is that they see multiple different classrooms, different kids. So when you have one kid go out, it could cause multiple quarantines.
Laura Ann Cleveland is the Associate Chief Nursing Officer at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children and says they are tracking multiple outbreaks.
There is still a huge need to be compliant with masks, with hand washing, with social distancing.
Dougco Schools sent Denver7 a statement saying, in part, just as businesses and society as a whole have to address this issue, we will continue to remind our students to properly wear their face coverings. Russell Haythorne, Denver7.
And so we mentioned that fourth wave as case numbers and hospitalizations climb. For the first time since February, this week, we started to see hospitalizations rise above the 400 mark.
Denver7's Jessica Porter joins us with what the governor had to say to all Coloradans today. Jess?
The governor says this fourth wave is much smaller than what we have experienced at different periods of the pandemic, but there is a new concern, and that is the variants. The state epidemiologist says 50% of new COVID cases are caused by variants. Colorado has now seen nearly 1,500 cases of the UK variant, over 400 of the California variant, 24 of the South African, and now 12 cases of the P1 Brazil variant that was just first identified earlier this week. And those variants have an increase in transmissibility, increased severity, and a risk of reinfection.
I don't think I'm too optimistic in saying this. I think it's the fourth and final wave. With everything we know about the vaccination schedule and what's happening, I don't expect there'll be a fifth wave, but that's not our concern right now. It's this fourth wave. And especially those who are unvaccinated, 18 to 50, let's be careful in the final few weeks. We're almost back to normal.
The biggest increase in hospitalizations is the 18 to 50 age group, and this age group has only recently become eligible for the vaccine. The governor is still optimistic we will reach herd immunity by June and have a normal summer if we continue to social distance and wear a mask, regardless of whether or not we've been vaccinated. Jessica Porter, Denver 7.
And with the state shifting control of COVID restrictions to local municipalities in a week, local health departments are solidifying their plans. Jefferson County leaders say they will move back to level blue and ease restrictions. The county just went into level yellow today because of the increase in case numbers, and that decision was made by the state. Level yellow reduces restaurant capacity to 50% and forces bars to close. A formal health order is expected next week. And any minute now, Tri-County Health will release its public health order to guide Adams, Arapahoe, and Douglas counties on COVID restrictions. And that plan includes keeping some variation of the state's COVID dial at least through the second week of May. Businesses will still be able to participate in the county's 5-star program. The health department says they will continue to use things like hospitalizations as metrics to implement tougher capacity limits if needed.
Well, Pfizer is now asking the FDA for authorization to expand the use of its COVID-19 vaccine to children 12 to 15 years old. Now, right now, it's only available to those 16 and up. During phase 3 of the clinical trial, Pfizer says its vaccine was 100% effective in adolescents 12 to 15. If approved, it'll be the first vaccine for children as young as 12. Moderna and J&J are only authorized for those 18 and older.
Enough vaccines have been distributed to fully vaccinate 5% of the global population. Now, that's not a big number. What's even more stunning, though, is wealthier countries are vaccinating people 25 times faster than less wealthy nations. 40% of the distributed vaccines have gone to people in 27 wealthy countries. This is according to data collected by the Bloomberg Vaccine Tracker. And countries that aren't as wealthy have received less than 2% of distributed vaccines.
Today, students at Fairview High School walked out of class in solidarity with sexual assault survivors. Aiden Atkinson is a former Fairview High School student and quarterback there. 2 female teenagers accused him of touching them inappropriately on a party bus in 2018. Atkinson was found not guilty this week of 5 counts of sexual assault, and a jury could not reach a verdict on 2 counts of unlawful sexual contact. Many students held signs today that read, "Break the silence on sexual assault," and survivors deserve better.
Tributes are pouring in from around the world as flowers line the gates of Buckingham Palace in London and Windsor Castle, where Prince Philip is lying in rest. He passed away peacefully this morning. He was married to the Queen for more than 70 years and retired from public life at the age of 96. Queen Elizabeth, who will now reign alone, called him her rock. And those close to the family refer to Prince Philip as her source of strength.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing about him, the best way I can think of putting it is that he wore the trousers in the family in order that the Queen could wear the crown. He was there to deal with all the family stuff in order that she could be the monarch.
President Biden paid tribute to Philip's life of duty, writing in part from his service during World War II to his 73 years alongside the Queen and his entire life in the public eye. Prince Philip gladly dedicated himself to the people of the UK, the Commonwealth, and his family. Plans for a royal funeral will be announced in the coming days. Prince Philip was 99 years old.
You know, my folks got married here. My younger brother, my sister, you know, most of our family got married here.
For centuries, it's been a house of tradition, a house of worship, a place for the community to gather.
In this community, we cannot separate culture, language, and religion. It's the same.
But when the pandemic separated this congregation at the oldest parish in Colorado,
We were streaming our masses through my sister's Facebook account.
like so many Colorado churches, their future was uncertain. Tonight, how they're keeping the faith to rebound.
And as support continues, the community's still rallying behind the families of the Boulder tragedy, and you can too.
Much cooler air for the Front Range today, but that won't last long as we warm things up. I'll have your weekend forecast in a few minutes.